I am here. I am here. It has been a busy morning. That's all I got to say. I've been running around. Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my live. Okay, we gotta cut this down. Okay, and I am back over here. I'm always back and forth. And I thank all of you that made it to my premiere this morning, spending the day with me. And if you have not watched it, please go and watch the replay. And the ones that come and watch my lives, I am so grateful to you also because y'all just show out. And the people that come to visit me every day, y'all always show out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Uh, and I'm going to do a pop up this weekend, but I don't know what time. So watch out for me. Heck, it may be late at night. You never know. So warm, strong, be prepared that it might be, late night. But yeah, it is Friday. It is the end of the week. And it's time to, the end of the week and time to go out and party with our friends and drink some wine. No coffee or tea. Some wine or Grey Goose. That's what it is. Wine or Grey Goose. I'm thinking everybody's probably thinking that I'm going to do this at 9:30. So hey, Sambong, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here with me on this Friday as I'm talking to myself a little bit. I stay in Florida in the U.S., Sambong. Hey, Warm Strong. I stay in what I want to say. I stay in Florida, Sambong, and the USA, the southernmost hot part of the US of A. Okay. And Miami is even more southern part than I am, but I'm still hot. And look like it's going to be a hot, sunny day. We had a real Sambong. I already gave out all the jackets right now that I'm going to give out. And I am so sorry that everyone don't get a jacket. Okay. And if you want to share your link, your channel with us, just hit hashtag Betty. Let me put that up. Just hit hashtag Betty and it'll show up. Okay. So I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I don't give it out to everybody. I am so sorry. Okay, is anybody else in the house? Okay. And it's just like I say, it's been a busy, busy morning. Hey, Rim, thank you so much for following me, and thanks so much, Mr. Canadian. I know one thing, Rim, I am not coming in the winter. I've seen your blocks of ice that you have showed me when you open your front door. I said, Canada, because if I come, Rim, y'all gonna have to keep me inside with the fireplace. You got a fireplace, Rim? I think a Canadian staying out in the wilderness. And then y'all get the maple syrup out the tree. Oh, I done seen it. I seen y'all growing gardens in y'all garages. If y'all ever watch the Canadians in the winter and they have gardens and stuff, they start them in the garage because it's too cold out there. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. Today I'm going to be talking about just with friends. You know how we go out on a Friday night and we have a good time with each other. Rim says it's been 95 Fahrenheit. And what? Really? I'm telling you, the weather is really changing all over. Expect a really, real cold winter. That's what I say. One day it's going to end up snowing in Florida. And then y'all going to get the hurricanes, okay? We don't want those fires that y'all been sending out, okay? Over here to the US of A. We don't want that. I always think of Canada being part of the US, even though I know it's not. And but I don't know. I always thought about Canada. Moving there, I know a lot of the guys that ran away from the Vietnam War came there, and that's where a lot of their families, and that's where they grew up, and then they pardoned all of them after all these years for them running there. A lot of things happened in my lifetime, It really have. It really have. And then next Sunday, I'm gonna say it again when more people come in. We're gonna have a tea party on the 23rd of July on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be a tea party, happy birthday tea party with Bill and friends. So we're going to have a good time. Hey, Dee Dee from Hong Kong. I have not seen you for a while, and I know you have not seen me for a while. But you know how this YouTube thing is. We try to reach as many people as we can. I see you on Instagram. So thank you so much for coming. And like I say, it's been a busy morning because when I have my premiere, then I have my live, it keeps me coasting. I've been up. Next week I'm gonna have to get up even earlier because I'm gonna have to take the dog to the vet. It's gonna be running. I hope my husband work with me on that one. So I'm hoping the vet takes him at 8 and my premiere is at 9. So even if I'm back there a little late, I can definitely make my live right on time. So you got to do what you got to do. And I'm not used to rushing. You are so welcome, Dee Dee. I am not, used to rushing all the time. But this has been a great week. And also the people that shared me out on Wednesday, I got them pinned up to the top. I couldn't pin their links because it was so many of them. And I thank you. And anybody who wants to share me out, please do. And I will pin you up to the top on Monday. But the people that shared me out on Wednesday was April Showers 9, VSS Speaks Royally, Controversial Cruising, and CV Baseball Collector, Tuber Chat, and Warm Strong. And thank you so much because that really does. It helps me so much to get shared out. Okay. And like I said before, I'm going to do a pop-up live this weekend. I don't know what time because Warmstrong says not a pop-up if you plan it. But I definitely don't. I want to try a late night one and see what happened. A late night pop-up. Okay. And I guess you're not supposed to let anybody know. You just do it. So I'm going to try it Warmstrong and see what happens if anybody pops up with me. So that would be nice to do. Okay. And also on Fridays, I remember when I used to work 10 years ago, before I started working for myself, we used to go out on Friday nights. We used to have those chicken wings. We used to have our drinks in hand. I don't think I was drinking wine. I know I never drunk hard liquor. I drunk beer, Michelob Dark. That was my drink choice of drink. But I don't know if they do that anymore. I assume they do because young people like to go out. Thank you, Dee Dee, and I'll definitely share you out on Monday, and I'll even come back over and thank you. Hey, Aaron from Australia. Aaron, I'm going to try. Thank you for everybody coming in. Thumbs up, share me out. Next September, I'm going to try. That's on my list for Australia, but I'm going to have to map it out because my son stays in Melbourne. How far is Melbourne for where you stay at, Aaron? Let me know. I know it's some hours, and I know who I want to say. Latoya, hello. How you doing? Heather, I know they even stay farther in Australia. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. And come on out the bushes and come into my chat and visit me. Thank you so much for being here. Latoya is here. Thank you so much. I am so honored for you being here. I really am. I really am. Oh, an hour and a half. Okay. Okay, well, I'll let you know definitely, before, and then I'll let my son know, and I'm sure that wouldn't be, that far. We probably have to meet in a park or something with all the kids they got. So I don't even know if he would bring the kids. Maybe it'll just be me and him, like an outing, just with, mother and son. And then you can get to meet my son. while I'm there. Heather, then we're gonna have to kind of arrange something because their father. We're talking about me maybe going to hey drunken chef. I seen where I see you're back on live, so that's good. You know what? When you did that, um, drunken chef, I think he had his child on there, and I guess somebody didn't see him there and maybe reported it. I had my granddaughter on with me, and I'm so grateful now that I was right there next to her at all times because we learn. We learn from others. When somebody makes a mistake, we need to learn from that. Well, it really wasn't a mistake. Somebody probably just blubbered their mouth a little bit, and that's what happened. But I'm glad that you are back. Yeah, I seen you, but you're going a little later when I'm, in the afternoon because I get up so early, you know. Deborah, hey, I didn't talk to you last night. What time you going today? Are you already at work, Deborah? Deborah is my best friend. Everybody. Oh, I would love to meet you in D Stormy Day. I would, if you know what, if I came and you're only an hour and a half away, I'm gonna have to make that work. We would have to make that work. Um, because Australia, if y'all don't know, that's where my son stays also, and he has 7 children, 1 daughter, 6 boys. So it's been a while since I've been there, and I really want to go before I do get too old, you know. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff from the last time I went. I just, I wasn't a YouTube creator at that time. Sometimes I make shorts on some of them. So, and then I even just did one with my son's cat, just saying meow, and he got over I got over 1,000 and something for that. Then I showed like, because I got beautiful things like on the ocean and river, but that didn't take off as much as that cat meowing. Okay. Good. Yeah, Rudy, good morning. I'm trying to make sure. Okay, Deborah, making sure that I didn't miss anybody. Sometimes it's so hard with the chat. Um, and Rooted Essentials, I went to him last night. He had a premiere. I thought it was going to be a live, but he had a premiere, and he also sells natural products. I did go over. I got a question to ask too about your essential oils. Got to ask about that. But anybody that's interested in natural stuff and all that stuff, Rooted Essentials has a not a channel. Well, he has a YouTube channel, but he also has a website for that if you're interested in natural stuff. And Rooted Essentials, I think he's basically at the age where I really got into really healthy eating, and was a vegan for 2 years, 2 straight years. Um, and like I say, my household is pretty healthy, y'all. It's, like I say, I'm 67. My husband's 11 years older than me. He's on no meds or anything. We eat a lot of vegetables, even the vegetables that you've seen in the premiere. I cooked them again. I always have vegetables in the refrigerator. Um, and then I was even thinking this morning, I know a lot of people probably in this chat think about their weight just a little bit. And I was thinking more about that. I need to work on that a little hard. I've been saying that going on 2 years since I've been a YouTube creator. And if you don't know me before, I guess the only person in here is Deborah. Know me that I love to be small, and haven't been that for a while. 2 years, probably going on 2 years. So yeah, I know Rooted Essentials. And you know what I want to say, and I'm gonna be all over the place today, y'all, because I'm just talking with friends today. Um, but I'm trying to think. If anybody want to come join me today, I can send my link to your Instagram. So if you want to join me today, I don't have a problem with that. I just don't want to drop it in the chat, what it is. But and you cannot be behind an avatar. I don't do avatars. Okay, that's just me. I like to see your eyes. When I go to other people's channel, I respect it. I love other people's channels that have it, but I just don't like avatars. I just don't like it. And remember, I'm going to have a happy birthday tea party with Bill and friends on July 23rd on a Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please come by. Thank you, everybody that's in here from the bottom of my heart. I thank you because I always say that my lives are a little bit different to me from others because other people have like a niche and they all come together. But me, I got to build a little bit from everybody. And that's a little hard sometimes. It's a little hard, is what it is. And I say the main thing is being yourself and trying not to be somebody else or making yourself somebody else. But I want to get back to Famous, rooted in essential oils. He said something yesterday. See, I be listening. Y'all, I talk a lot, but I listen. I always say a lot of things that we do is from our childhood. Rooted Essential did a premiere, and what he did was, thanks for doing the hashtag Betty, because his link just dropped. He did a challenge of cooking on a budget. That's what I call it. Famous, trying to cook on a budget, getting things on sale. And he said that he don't normally do that. And because from his childhood, his family used to always do that. So when he became an adult, he said he wasn't going to do it. Okay. And I do the same thing. But Rooted, I think we need to get on a budget. I really do. Yeah. If I'm at the store, Famous, and I don't know if anybody else knows this, but if I see something I like, I'm gonna get it. I don't know if anybody else in the chat is like that. If I see something, say if it's even on Amazon, and it's something I said, ooh, if I go like that, oh yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm telling you now. And that it's not always rooted from my childhood. I think when I was raising my kids, and money was just so tight. So now I'm with you, Famous. If I can get it, I'm gonna get it. Okay. So it just was so amazing. And it's like even growing up, like we had a wood stove. Um, and that part of the house would be warm, but the rest of the house would be cold. Okay. And I always said, and I hear my baby sister saying the same thing, is I'm not gonna ever be cold again. Ever. Okay. So if this house gets cool, oh yeah, it's gonna be warm. Okay. The heater does go off in Florida, but I'm not gonna be cold in my house. Okay. But that's what I say. A lot of things come from our childhood. Can anybody think of something that they chose to do because something in their childhood happened bad, or you just like, my mom didn't have no money, or we didn't buy name brand stuff? What changed in your life? Because it's always something from our childhood, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it really is. I'm trying to go back up here. I know D came in. Thank you so much. And D, her husband is Stormy Day 2007. Rooted Essentials, talking about that budget. It was eye-opening, but I don't want to be in the store for no hour. Oh, okay, Amor. I want to get in and out. But now I buy. Yes, it is. And they'll say, even like this water I love that Destination talk about. If it's something I love, I don't care the cost. And then I do. A lot of people say I get a lot of stuff, and I do, but I give it away a lot of stuff. Believe me, I got a box now that's going to be given away. So it's not like it goes to waste, but yeah. But I'm trying to see if anybody do something differently than what they did in their childhood. I was trying to think. It was something. Oh, I know another thing. that happened to me in my childhood. Now I know it's something out there that happened to some of y'all in your childhood that caused you to say, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm not going to do it the way that my mom and them did it. They were strict with me. They spanked me. I'm not going to spank my children. So, but I know when I was a little girl, I watched my mom's family fight about money. When my grandparents died, they owned a two-story house with a fish market on the side. I can remember I had to be 11 or 12. And I remember my mom telling my granddad, I never forget, he was sitting outside of the fish house. And she said, Daddy, if you don't put the will and stuff in order, Tom gonna try to take everything. He was the second brother because the oldest brother had already passed. And my granddaddy told her, and I can remember this, y'all can just fight amongst yourselves. So he was like my Uncle Tom, all them. And they did. After he died, it was a fight over the money. Tom wanted the whole property. He wanted to turn it into a gas station, which he got to do it. But I always said when I watched that, that family split up. The nucleus of that family just exploded. My baby sister and brother came like 11 years after me, and they really don't know the first cousins on my mom's side. The majority of them, they know one or two or three of them, but on that side, they don't know them at all. So I always say, you cannot buy me. I tell people, I don't care how much money you have, you cannot buy me. You can't buy me, not with money. And even if we have property in a small town that my mom and dad left, and even if one of my siblings said, I think I should get this because I paid the taxes, I did this, I'm just going to sign it right over. They can have it. They can have it. And that's what I say. It really comes from your childhood. It really does a lot that you feel, it does. It comes from your childhood is what it is. But that's, you know what? That's enough about my childhood. I had a good childhood. Anybody here I can say, a lot of times people say they had a bad, I had instances in there, but I had no major bad stuff. I had great time in school. I wasn't the most popular, but I had the same personality that I had now. Oh, you know what made me think about that too? Okay, is warm, strong, and controversial cruising. I hope I got that right. Controversial cruising. They start a new show on every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They had their first show this Wednesday. If y'all have not seen it, it's on Warm Strong Adventures channel. His link dropped. Please go see that first show. They were phenomenal. Warm Strong was Warm Strong. And Scott, Controversial Cruising, was me. He has I love his personality. Y'all need to go back on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They were on for about an hour, and they're going to do that every Wednesday. So I cannot wait, Warm Strong, for next week. Warm Strong, are y'all going to do it on, have y'all decided, are y'all going to do it on his channel or your channel next week? Let me know. Let me know. Oh boy, let's see. Rudy said, yes, don't whoop my son because of the trauma he went through. Okay, at a young age. So we talk. We have time to sit and think about what he did. Hey, Cass, number 900. Thanks for coming in. Cass was my number 900 when I was trying to get to 1,000. Thank you so much. And thumbs up, share me out. And I will thank you. And also, and the only way I can really thank you if you do it on your community page, or if you do it anywhere else, let me know you shared me out, and I will pin you up on Monday, okay, to tell everyone that you shared me out. And that really helps me grow. Yes, Rooted Essentials, we were talking about what we would do differently than what our parents did to us. Okay. Hey, Elliot. I was on Elliot's live last night. Elliot have a lot of people over there, y'all. He have a lot of people on. He was on Thursday. It was past my bedtime, but usually people past my bedtime. I caught him just for a little bit. And thanks so much for welcoming me and saying great words about me, Elliot. Um, Also, let's go back to Rooted in Essentials. We're talking to Elliot about what we would do differently than how our parents raised us or what they did in their lives that we would do differently. Hey, Keisha. Hey. Rooted Essentials said, yes, we don't whoop my son because of the trauma he went through at a young age. And I can understand that. So we talk. We have time to sit and think about what he did wrong without yelling and screaming. I want my son to be able to talk. I get that. I was a parent that I came from parents that spanked, and they weren't abusive with that. Okay. And I know a lot of parents choose not to. And I know if you get kids from different situations where they've been abused and stuff, so then of course you're definitely going to have to do it. Now, when my kids came along, I did spank. I did spank them. I think my youngest son tried not to at all. He said he wasn't, but something came up and I know he did, but I know he don't use it. I don't think he does it now. Okay, but yeah, I did spank. Um, Confession time. I did do a lot of hollering and screaming because you learn a lot from your past. I think I did more than my mom and my mom with the screaming. I know I did that because I was in survival mode. I was a single parent and it was hard. It's hard, y'all. Raising kids and keeping up with school, the homework, cooking, cleaning when you get home. And sometimes I even work. I'm going to say one time I worked 2 jobs. So, and you can't go back and change it. And I still tell my kids that I don't really think I have anything to say that I wasn't a good mom. I did the best that I knew at that time is the best that I can say. I did the best that I knew how at that time. Um and would I spank now? Probably not. If it's a grandchild, because you have time now to sit down and talk about it, but I definitely would give you the eye. I would. And whatever my children do with my grandchildren, I wish other grandparents would be this way. That's their children. That is their children. So if they're disciplined in a certain way, they're not abusing them, then they're not going to do the same thing to raise their children how we raised ours. I even had one friend that say they don't even read to them. And I told her when we read to our kids, we were too busy working. Sometimes we forget, y'all. Sometimes we really forget. Thank you so much for being here. Should be his. I missed something, but always that's in the chat. Happy Friday. Thanks for the compliment, Keisha. I guess you're still thinking about what I put in your Instagram. Either way, you know me. Oh, Elliot, I have a good time. All y'all men in there, where the women? Where the women at? Where the women at? That's why I even say, what was I gonna say? Nitro, but sometimes he has a lot of women in there. He was on last night and he had his friend. If nobody been over to Nitro, y'all need to go to Nitro. I like Nitro. That's my man. Okay, I'm still over here in the chat. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. Thank you so much. Rooted in Essentials said I had parents that picked up anything to whoop with sticks. Ooh, TV remotes, belts, shoes, oh, flies. Oh, no, no, no. I know. Hey, and that the only thing I could think of was my mom hit with the belt, my dad, and she would get, when I was younger, the little pine switches on the trees in Florida. She would use those, but it wasn't where we had. Let me tell you first, I was a strong-willed child, strong-willed. So whatever I got, I justly deserve. I'm not gonna lie, I justly deserved. Okay, but not with the shoes, not with remotes, not with fly swatters. People even got hit with those razor belts, you know. So even people back in the day where they said, "Oh, happy day," people got abused a lot, and we didn't have the child protection services. You know, even teachers didn't step in, you know, a lot of times because the family unit with the teachers was so tight with the families. Okay, so and they just didn't step in like they did now. My sister says, I'm a talker and I'm a spanker. The only thing I think the reason why I said in that anybody else a spanker and not and they and they're not a spanker, um if I raise someone else's child, say if I end up raising my granddaughter, she's 10 years old. They've already put whatever they say by the time a child is 3, they already got concrete thinking. So say she's 10 now. Me spanking her wouldn't do any, you know, she's already raised. So the only thing I could do is really talk to her. You know, maybe, you know, put some spit in my voice, but you know, you shouldn't have did that. You know you wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I think if I'm raising for a child, you know, I might still pop pop. I might pop pop. I ain't gonna lie about it. I might still pop pop. Thank you, everybody. And thumbs up, please. Oh, Rooted Essentials, thank you. And I also have you pinned up to the top. Thank you so much. And then Cass said, uh-oh, not that. Yes, honey, the eyes, honey. My mom did. And that's what I say. People think back in the old days, people, you know, parents hit us. They didn't. I'm telling you, I keep saying I got spanked, but it ain't like I got spanked every day. I can tell you that. And I think when I think back, even before I was a teenager, I don't think I really got hit. I don't think so. I think this was my worst ever, and I deserve this one too. My mom worked in the evening. It was 2 of us before my sister and brother came along 11 years later. And I used to go off to my friend's house robbing, but then I wouldn't come back home until after nighttime. So my baby sister ended up telling my mom. And, you know, you got to have one child that tells. You really do. At that time, you know, I wasn't having it. You know, I got this sister that tell everything. So it really was for my safety in the end when I look back. And that's what I say. A lot of times you think bad stuff happening as a child. You have to look at from it as a child. You were looking from a child's eyes, you know. So, and when you look from it at adult eyes, a lot of times, you know, it looks differently. But anyway, what happened, I did that for a while. And then I wouldn't come straight from school. I'll go to Robin's house, stay until nighttime, and then come home. So anyway, I came before I got in the house. My mom's car wasn't there. I didn't know she had moved around the corner, y'all. When I got on that step, I said, oh my God. And she said, I'll never forget it. Pray to your God, because I'm going to kill you tonight. She tore my butt up. I can't even remember what she hit me with. If it was a belt, shoe, whatever. But I tell you what, I came home straight that night. Okay. So really that was for my protection. Oh, look at him. Oh, honey, I got something new for you today, girl. Oh, suck it now. got a super chat. I got a super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. See, I put it down to 10 seconds, Warmstrom. Thank you so much. I've been waiting to do that. Thank you so much, Natty Mae. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess it was better than me singing. Thank you so much. And I always say this is what I've been saying. I want, well, before I get into that, let me get back to the spanking with my mom. But I did learn from that. And I don't know, I had to be, I don't know, I was in elementary school. I don't think I was in high school. Well, not, we didn't call it middle school. We called it junior high is when I went to school. Anybody remember that? Calling it junior high and not middle school, but we used to call it junior high. But I'm sure it was before then. And really, I didn't have any problems. And really, my oldest sister basically spent a lot of time being mommy to me. So when I became a teenager, I wanted to go to the football game. And my mom was like, my sister was like, Mama, you know she shouldn't go to no football game. And my mama said, Betty, you can go. But my sister was so used to being mommy. That's thanks again, baby sister. Thanks again. Somebody was mocking me about me dancing. I'm still gonna do some dancing. On somebody else's channel was talking about me. Uh, thank you, thank you. I'm telling you, Cass. I'm telling you. Yes, Warm Strong. I thank everybody. Oh, she talking about I deserved it. I did. I was a feisty child. I'm telling you, I came out when I was born. My mom told me I was not breathing. And then I had that little veil over my face. I say that was the bag. But the old people, they call it, it had life in it. So she said when I was born, I wasn't breathing. The doctor told everybody to be quiet in the room as they lift that veil off your face. And then they had to dip me in cold water, hot water, cold water. And then I started breathing. That's probably what's wrong with me. Maybe I didn't get all my oxygen. And this says belt and switches. And that was a good child. She was a baby of the family. She was a good child. Me and my brother, not so good. But we didn't get in major trouble outside the house, like going to jail or not working or, so not being teen parents, all that stuff that was still going on at that time. It wasn't no different, y'all. I'm telling you, it's just gotten but you know what? It's gotten better with the teen pregnancies. It's gotten better, a lot better, because when I was a doula working with pregnant women, I got to work with teens also. We were having kids 13 and 14, a lot getting pregnant and having babies. And then their moms of those 14-year-olds had them at 14. I had a grandma that was 28. What does she know about even raising a teenage daughter versus a grandchild? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? But till this day, I am so honored to have worked as a doula. So honored to work with the poorest of poor, the middle class, and the richest of rich. But that class of people, what the people call the lowest of low, they have so much love for their families. Yes, they have problems like everything, but it's different. It is so different. I think a lot of people don't understand it. I really do. Oh, Elliot, I know you got, they took. I'm just going all over the place today, y'all. All over the place today. AR Gun say, my mom will with a hickory stick, not the hickory log. And a belt. Yeah, sometimes the older people, I'm not gonna say unmerciful, but they spanked a lot more. I'm sure they did. They spanked because their parents spanked them, and the parents before them spanked them. So, I mean, and where did the spanking come from? You know, I could say where it came from for us, but where did it come from where we feel that we had to hit and hurt because they, why we couldn't just talk? It make you think though. Why couldn't they just have talked to us? Because some kids you can just talk to, like my baby sister, you could just look at her wrong and she'll go, so some kids you could talk to. And then my sister said, if someone else child, I'll talk and take fun stuff away. Okay. You remember when my granddaughter was sassy and we both wanted to, not this time, but when we were in Jacksonville, because she was good this time. I only had one problem with her because she's older now, but we wanted to take it. But because that's how, and that's why I say kids are not raised like we were. And I always talk to her mom first about different things before I even ask or before I get anything, because I want to be respectful of her relationship with me. Yes, Sophie's my grandchild, or the other grandchildren are their parents and they're my children, but they're their children. I have to listen to them. Even if I disagree with them, I think Trey, my oldest, is a little bit more stern, and Brandon is weird because I think he's a little bit more soft. He's got that personality that I got. And I think he's a little bit more softer with his children. Now he can get tough, but I think he's just more soft. He loves children. That's what it is. I can see him having another child. I really can see. He has 3 now. He has a grown son. He has a small one. Then he has Sophie. Let's see. Thank you so much for being here. Share me out. I will pin you up on the top on Monday. Just let me know. Or if you put it on your community page, I will know. And I will thank you. And I will thank you. And thanks everybody that come back for the replay. I thank you because y'all are the one that's helping me grow. And the ones in this chat who's here with me all the time, I thank you so much. And I'm just grateful. I really am. They said on these YouTube streets, if you get even if you get a couple of people, be grateful, because these YouTube streets are so big, y'all. We're just a little bitty portion of it, but these YouTube streets are big. And I even heard somebody said that they're not going to be doing lives because everybody's going live and nobody has a certain time where they won't cross over. But I tell y'all, in these YouTube streets, you're going to have to get used to it. If you're going to be in this YouTube game, you're going to have to get used to crossing over each other. Now, I said this to say this, and I always say this. I am not going at this time slot on Tuesday, 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Scratch and Pete. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. But I can understand some people that you can't, everybody, you cannot, you just got to do it. And, and just do your live. And if you're, people going to come to you if they really like you. Sometimes I know if you're in the same niche, it's kind of hard because y'all got the same people. So then they have to spread themselves thin if it's 3 or 4. Now, like me, everybody comes from everywhere. Okay. So yeah. Let me see. D says my dad had Mr. Whippy. Mr. Whippy. I ain't never heard of no Mr. Whippy. It was stock whip handle, bamboo. Ooh, that thing flexible. Oh my goodness. That's boop, 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 boop. Ooh, that's flexible. I spanked with the strap. I did. I spanked with the strap. I did. Yeah. Cass talking about it sounds ouchy. It sounds ouchy. Yeah, thank you for the super chat, girl. Mama told that story to me. That's why your bad butt get. That's what your bad told my butt. I mean, that's the worst spanking that I got that I justly deserved. I never sneaked out the house at night, never came home late at night. We never really had a curfew because I never, you know what I mean? The only time I really could have got in trouble was when I was working, and then she made me quit. Mama was smart, y'all. I was having a good old time down on Rosemary Avenue. She took away my fun, but she saved my life and she saved my grades and for me to graduate. We only needed 12 credits, 12 credits at that time to graduate. And that was a lot at that time. Thank you, Kaz, and I'll definitely pin you up to the top. I surely will. Thank you so much. And then, so many people share me out, which is great. The only thing when I pin you up to the top, I can't pin the link because I tried to do that and I didn't have enough room. I guess, you know what? I could do it a different way. I just thought about that. I just thought about a way I could do it. Okay. I'll be able to do it. My sister said, I like the fireworks. Thank you. Yeah, because you old. Yeah, we call it junior high. Oh, AR Guns, it's going to be on Sunday, June 23rd, 11 a.m. It's Warm Strong Adventures. Bill, his birthday is on the 23rd, and we're having a tea party with all the little hats on. Yes, we are. And I got a new little hat too. Destination, I think I showed it to you. I got a new little, nobody have to have new little hats. Warmstrong, I was trying to think of him doing a crown. D came up with that. And then D wanted us in our birthday suits. Now, everybody, YouTube would turn us off just for the way we look in our birthday suits, okay? Yeah, Rudy the Century. Of course, you had middle school. You're my kid's age. Middle school is hard. Middle school is hard, y'all. When my kids, I don't know what middle school is like now. I was praying for my kids to get in high school. When they got in high school, it was like, middle school was hard. Kids going to middle school, I don't know how they make it through. Middle school is hard. I think Latoya's birthday is on the 22nd. I'm not sure when is who else was on? Somebody else had one. Keisha. I'm not sure the date Keisha's is on, but we're gonna have a good time on that Sunday. I can't wait. I'm getting really happy about it. This is the second one. I was nervous about the first one, but yeah. Miss Betty, you crazy girl. I was a mess. I was a mess. Let's see. I got lost somewhere, but I got to hurry up and go down this chat because I am happy birthday, Cass said to you, Warm Strong. D said, prep to grade 6, equal primary schools in year 7 to 12 high school. Okay. And that, yes, you was a good child. Okay. Do Classic. And it has been a while. I'm so sorry. Hey, Do Classic. Thank you for being here. My sister said, I knew if I do something wrong, all she had to do was look at me and my brother, and she knew it was going to happen to get a whooping, and I don't want that. Yep. All she had to do is see both of us. And then we ended up, I know my brother has a child like him, and I have a child like me. You're going to end up with a child like you. You don't see it as they're growing up, but after, I see it. Brandon was born in February. I was born in December, but that didn't make no difference. But we both were born on Saturdays. I knew it. At first I didn't know what day I was born on, and I looked it up, and I was born on Saturday too. Mm-hmm. And Cass says, how rude talking to Betty like that. No. And good morning, Do Classic. My grandmother was married at, yeah, those girls were married young. I know my husband's mom. I think she was younger than that. And he used to be so cruel to her till they did something to him. I ain't gonna say what they did, but you know, them old women back in them days, you had to be careful what you ate. But yeah, he was really mean to her, and he said they did something to him. Yep, they sure did. Okay, Annette, see you later. And do class, I appreciate you stopping by my live stream the other day. Warm Strong. Ah, thank you, Warm Strong. Thank you so much. And Dee said, "Oh my, Aaron mothers had 9 kids in 11 years, 2 girls and 7 boys. Them girls worked hard. Them big sisters, they worked hard. Aaron is, oh God, you got the baby. But it's different. You know, sometimes the oldest is the one that you, I'm glad I wasn't old or the oldest. My older sister had to do everything. I was all, and then I was the baby for 11 years. Okay. So, let's see. Thumbs up to help me grow. Share me out. It's a cycle. They learned it from their parents. Yeah, and get passed down. It's even like people that's poor, and a lot of people think they could just dig their way out, but it's been passed on from generation from generation. Think if I hadn't graduated, you know, our families that nobody graduated from college. How can you tell your children? You can tell them, but then they're going to look back at you. And that's why a lot of parents went back to school, they graduated, and then they went back to college and they graduated. And then their children typically modeled them on that, is what they did. I'm still trying to go by on the chat because I am so behind. Yes, I'm finding my people from everywhere. And sometimes, Rooted, we're talking about when we do lives. I think when you're not like in a tight knitted niche, like I always say the cruise community, the gardening community, the mukbang community. There's so many different communities out there, and they're real in. So when they do lives, they usually have the same people that come to their lives. So they're going to have to find a way to spread out to bring more people in, because all those niches are, you're just reaching a small bit even of the creators. So it's room for all. It's not saturated. A lot of people think it's saturated, but it's not. So there ain't nothing to do but to do it. Let's see. I'm all over the earth. Yes, you are, Keisha. All over the earth, supporting and getting supported, but maybe changing that. There is always a time when we have to do that. And that's how I got burned out. Warmstrong will tell you, he's the main one. He watched me. I network, and I hear people talk about networking. I network. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, and thumbs up, thumbs up. I network so much. Now, networking is good, but it could be to your detriment. Okay. I forgot about my own channel. I forgot. And the ones that I went up on them lives all the time, where are they? I don't see them. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying don't do it. What I'm saying is don't do it to your detriment. And even Warmstrong was saying, Betty, you could have got monetized way before if you weren't out running out everywhere. So, Keisha, my thing, and I can say to you is, I know you want to start doing your content. Do that, focus on that, and then spread yourself out a little bit. Even on I used to be up all night. I'm not lying. 2 years ago, I started September be 2 years. I used to be up almost 24 hours a day being on people lives and stuff. So yeah, you gotta be yeah, I'm crazy too. I'm crazy. Ah, let me keep going. D, you being naughty. Sung Art, hello and welcome. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, Keisha said junior high. We were talking about high schools, and we used to call it junior high to middle school in my area in the late 80s. Ooh, I got out of high school in 73. I remember because I was the last class of the sixth graders at my elementary school. Next school year, middle was sixth, seventh, eighth grade. Okay. And a little history about me is I was born in West Palm Beach, but I was raised in hey Bud Files. I was trying to go down this chat so I don't be too welcome, Bud Files, be too far behind. And everybody's saying hi. I thank you because chitter chatter helps also in the algorithm. I didn't do a video for about 6 weeks and that kind of threw me out of it. And Keisha said, no, it's not about my content. It's okay. Yep. And that is so true about that. Okay. I think I'm at the end. I think I am at the end, is what it is. And, I just have so much to talk about. I'm almost at an hour. Another thing I want to talk about is, yes, I'm all over the place. Thumbs up. Thank you, and help me grow. And yeah, but to get just back to YouTube, yeah, it can consume your life. Susie Itsy, thank you for coming. I don't know if I said hi to you before, but thank you so much for coming. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to talk about my hobbies too that I've done. No, what I want to talk about is the movies that I love. And some of I wanted to show, and they're so old, y'all. You can find them on YouTube easy. Also, I'm looking at the episodes. What I've been looking at, Midsummer's Murders. It's British. I'm on season 5. They got tons of seasons. I'll go back, but I'm telling you, I think Keisha was watching it. Keisha, I'm only on the 5th season. It is phenomenal. I love UK movies, UK dramas. That's me. And I'm going to say my best of the best for last. The first one would be E.T. E.T. Look at that. E.T. Phone Home. What's one of y'all favorite movies? E.T. Phone Home. Lion King too. I love, and I don't like cartoons. That's one thing about me. But Lion King, and then Cinderella with Whitney Houston and Brandy was in there. Now those two I love. Yes, honey, I got a lot of them. I got a basket full of them rooted. But this is one of them that I loved. I really thank you everybody for staying. Thank you so much. But what are some of the movies that y'all enjoy? This was just a fun movie. If you have not saw it, if you have not saw it, then this will be one. Oh, I love this one. To Serve with Love. Sucky now. I still got a VCR, y'all. It'll play DVDs too, but To Serve with Love, Cindy Poitier. He went to this school where these bad cheering was. If you have not watched this, Claudine too. That was another movie. Anybody else seen Claudine? Oh my goodness, with Diane Carroll, with all them children. And then she got a boyfriend that worked on the garbage truck. Oh, honey, sucky now. Okay, so if you can look at To Serve with Love, look at this. This one was one my sister gave me. Hey, Rubia Vlogs, thank you so much for coming in. Thumbs up. Oh, thank you for watching them. Thumbs up. That helps me grow. And also share me out. And if you do, I will pin you up on the top on Monday. And please do. And the ones that's watching the replay, I thank you so much. This one, my sister gave me, I don't know if anybody, this was just something my sister gave me. No, I got it out of her stock. Shocked. This one is a little scary. This, she was an orphan, okay? And he was a rich, sick man. And what he did, he went and made her his wife. Let me tell you, I ain't gonna tell you nothing about this movie. You need to see Jodie Foster. She played this. I think I'm gonna look at this one. But this was one of my great ones. What's some of the movies that y'all love? And I'm gonna tell you, now this one, I sing the songs and everything all the time. I had sent my ex-daughter-in-law mom a copy of this. So we're talking about but this is one of my best movies. Double platinum. Bam! Diana Ross and Brandon. If you ain't seen this, you missing out. Now this, you missing out. This is one of my best movies. I sing. Both of them are singing now. Oh, Lord have mercy. Please watch this on YouTube, Prime, whatever else, Netflix. I don't have no Netflix. I ain't got no Netflix money. But those are some of the movies that I really, really like. Yeah, let's see. Did anybody else say thank you, Rubia, for watching those? Yep, Warm Strong. Claudine was good. Mama, don't go out and get pregnant. Y'all should look at that one. She had a lot of kids and she ended up with the garbage man. And then she went over to his apartment to have a bath. He got dish detergent, pouring and make her a bubble bath. Those are the movies you don't forget. That was good. At the end, can't tell you what happened. Root and Essential says Full Metal Jacket, The Mask. I don't think I seen Full Metal Jacket. The Mask, I didn't see that. The Cable Guy, that would have been with Jim Carrey. The Cable Guy. I know I didn't see it, but Jim Carrey. Lion King, yes. Oh, I forgot about The Wiz. I forgot with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross. I probably got that I know I got that. Oh my goodness. And 16 Candles, no, but I've like I've seen it but didn't really watch it. Home Alone, I need to watch that. I know they got about 3 or 4 of those, but I remember, but I never. Oh, I knew you was gonna put that in there, Warm Strong. Purple Rain, him and Prince. Purple Rain, Purple Rain. He's like, doom, 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 doom. Purple Rain. Ruta says, yes. Well, I can say I was from the Dick Clark generation. Some of y'all don't even remember Dick Clark, okay? But Dick Clark generation, and it would have been the Jackson 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3. That's how easy. That was the first song I heard. That's how easy love can be. That was the first song. And then Diana Ross. And what was it? Diana Ross and what? Warm Strong. Diana Ross and the something. I forgot about them women. But Diana Ross, she had a little group, and Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. I'm trying to think of way back. Whitney Houston, yes. American Bandstand, yes, honey. American Bandstand, yes. Woo! Dick Clark generation. That man, he never got old until he used to do the ball every year in New York. And then he finally had a stroke, but he still came up once or twice after that. But yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, he used to dance the Purple Rain. Everybody loved Prince. Prince can sing, but Prince, when I always looked at him, he looked like this skinny little weird guy. Like Michael Jackson, as the years went by, it was like, woo, boy, what you doing to yourself? Okay, Diana Ross and the Supremes. I forgot that. How did I forget that? Diana Ross and Supremes. She had a baby by Barry Gordy. We ain't know about that. See, they hid stuff like that, y'all. Yes, she did. Diana Ross had all girls until she married that billionaire. Then she had them two cute little sons. hmm She left the US of A. Yep. And once around while she'll still do tours and stuff, So I love seeing her. Dee said Crocodile Dundee. I've seen that. Muriel's Wedding. I heard that. Wolf Creek. Nope. I didn't hear that. The Dish. Nope. Lion. Is it Lion or Lion King? Okay, she got Lion, Nicole Kidman, and Priscilla. Ozzy. Okay, yeah, because most of those I've heard of Muriel's Wedding, and the rest of them I didn't. But he said when Michael Jackson. Yep, Michael Jackson. Yep. And Tina Turner, I remember when I said do 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 do. I used to love to see her. I'm trying to think of this other guy over in England. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Who was that? UK. Oh God, when they first came out to the US and then the Beatles, oh God, I really didn't listen to it, but they were so everywhere. Ringo is the only one. Is Ringo still alive? Or Paul? I don't know who alive, but most of them dead. I know that. Oh, and the Monkeys. Y'all remember them? The Monkeys. It was a lot of groups. AR, I love, yes, we love the Supreme music. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, Boy George. Do you really want to hurt me? I was a child. I remember watching him on Black and White Culture Club. Yeah. Boy George. And then he really gained some weight. He was really thin at that time. Culture Club. See, I ain't by myself. I had some fun during the years. I keep telling y'all, 30, 35. I probably have to go on the fan club thing and tell y'all about them. Child, that was a mess. Don't bring my husband out here and talk about it. They really have to put us on fan page with XXXXX. We had a good time. We really have had a good time. We really have. And even when we talk to each other, me and my husband, we still say thank you and I'm sorry, or, stuff like that. 30 years, y'all, 30 some years. I'm gonna have to talk about that a little bit about long-term relationships, but I think I need somebody else to talk about it because then it'll bounce off better than me just talking about what I went through, to get that 30-year marriage. So, yeah, I think you have to bounce it off someone else to really make that work. People tell me about saying, but I think it'd be better if two people talk about it. You know what? Another thing too I thought about, because we're a little over an hour. I probably can save this for um a lot, but I still want to just get back to and then with the drama thing, I want to get back to that just a little bit because I fell on something yesterday. Well, okay, the drama I was talking about with the creators, the pregnant mom and boyfriend, they did take it down. I want to say that they did take it down. And but then something just popped up on my TV, and this was huge. And this was YouTube creators calling out other creators' names and just saying awful stuff about the people, children, about what they'll do to them. Oh my God. Creators, how did we get here? And they're all in the same community. I don't even know what community that is because I'll never watch them again. Creators, we got to be careful. We got to be careful. Even if you find yourself getting heated on live, I just say excuse yourself and, go back another time. Okay, D say it's a miracle. It's a miracle. Love that. Okay, it's a miracle. Oh, my movie going best friend, when the crawfish sings. Yeah, she keeps. I'm gonna have to write that down. When the crawfish, she keeps saying about this, and I need to. And then my sister sent me a DVD. I haven't watched, Girlfriend's Trip or whatever. I need to watch that. Um, Ruta says, love that. Okay. Uh, Elliot says they should not do that. Yes, be careful. Yes, we talked about that. And Elliot knows, because we've been around for a little bit, and I haven't been around for a long time, but I think it's getting worse. I really do. I really do. I think people don't know how just to keep their mouth shut and continue on. Like I say, the YouTube that we see is like this big, it's this big or bigger, so um yeah, that is so true. But I want to see if I want to go over one more thing. But you know what do you think, this is going to be the last thing I ask, what can you remember was the best time of your life? I mean, the best time of your life. The best time of your life. It could be something you accomplish. It can be something with the family. But the best time in my life to remember and I think about was when I was pregnant with my two kids. Just remembering the movement, knowing something was growing. And then back in those days, we didn't know what we were having because they didn't do the ultrasound. So, just to find out what the gender is. And I'm so glad that they take blood work now instead of the x-ray, just to find out, because, too much x-rays on them babies. And so that's just too much sometimes. So it was me carrying my children and having my boys. And I was one of those ones that I think if I couldn't get pregnant, I probably would have drove my own self crazy. Yep, but yeah, remembering back, that would be the best time of my life that I would ever think about, growing a baby in my tummy. That would be one of the best things in my life. And you know what I said? I wished I could have given someone a baby, with their sperm and her egg and grow inside me. But the only problem would be, I don't know. I think I would have got attached. I think that would have been my problem. But I would have loved to have done that for somebody that wanted a baby. But I don't know if I would have been a good candidate for that. Even if they paid, and I know they're not supposed to pay, but they pay money, to surrogates and all of that. But I think I could have, but I don't know. But you know what? I thank y'all so much for coming in today. I thank so much for y'all being at my premieres. If you missed that, please go back. Please share me out, and I will pin you up to the top on Monday. And my schedule: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday morning premiere at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, together we travel. Hello, my friend. And remember, Warm Strong goes on Monday at 4 p.m. Wednesday, he goes on with Controversial. I don't know which channel they're going to be on, but they'll let you know. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then Banter with Bill, I remember this time, 4 p.m. on Thursday, Eastern Standard Time. Destination Fun, I'm trying to remember everybody, Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with her friends. Ruta says, when I became a father, man, a husband, father, her house, car, career. Yeah. And you know what? When we really think back, we could think back of so many things. Yes, thumbs up, thumbs up. We can think about so many things that that we can enjoy. And I even say, even with my first marriage, even though, and I talked about it earlier, that it ended in divorce. And I think it's coming with aging. I really, really do. Is even with that marriage going sour, like I said, I got to be married, my first marriage. I got to have a big wedding. Got to have my first child. I got to have my first home. It's just so many good things did come out of that. So now I can kind of, now it doesn't make me like him anymore, but I hope that he can, because we had our first baby together. You know what I mean? So that's even special that he didn't have a child, I didn't have a child, and then we had a child together. He can't do that with anybody else but me. A child named after him, me. So there still was some good parts of it. Okay. Um, I'm just trying to make sure. Betty, do you stream with your Sony? No, I'm gonna start doing that though. I'll stream sometimes with my phone as a second camera, but I'm gonna start doing that really, really soon, is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Um, D says 12:30. Happy Saturday to me. Yes, we will get there. We're not gonna rush it either. She said, wow. Uh-oh. Hold on. Don't leave me. I got something left on the porch. Hold on. I got so much stuff from Prime. I got so much stuff from Prime, y'all. D say we live and learn. Who went on Prime? Who? I spent so much money on Prime this year. You know what Prime had? I know I said I was going, but I started rambling again. Prime has the first day I spent over $100 on Prime. Second day, over $100 on Prime. They had so much stuff this year because nobody ain't got no money, and they know it. So they had hey Steve, there's Steve. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. The one with the music channel. I think everybody. That's all I got. This wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Scalp booster. I thought it was gonna be something else, but I got so much stuff. Honey, I need stock. But I did. Anybody else spent money at Prime? D said haven't ordered anything on Prime. Temu is still bugging me. Well, it was Prime Day. If you had, I don't know if you had to have Prime, but it was Prime Day, and a lot of stuff was a lot cheaper. So Rudy, you shouldn't have missed it this year. It was good. I got so much stuff coming. I got everything. Mouthwash, I got it all. Anything that I use and it was on sale, I got it. Because some stuff was like half price. I was looking for a TV. Now they still got good prices on TVs. And they had an invite that I could have got a $400 TV, $99. And of course, I didn't get the invitation. So, and then they're going to try to offer me a TV for now. I don't want that TV. I wanted the other TV. I wanted the 4K. I wanted the 4K TV. D said I saw an ad for Amazon Day. I think, yeah, it's over. It'll be back in December at Christmas time. But I'm going to thank you. I'm not going to but thank my moderators. I thank y'all so much, especially D. It's midnight there. Warm Strong don't even get up early. Pete is everywhere. We need to give him a break. He need to take a vacation from us. And all my other moderators, I thank you. And again, I'm going to pop up sometime on this weekend. I don't know. It's not going to be planned. It's not going to be planned. I'm just going to pop up maybe late at night. Who knows, just to get other people into it. But I do thank you. Everybody have a great day. Thank you, Dee. And I will see y'all on Monday. And bye-bye, everybody. And share me out. Bye-bye. And I didn't, you know what? I'm going to end this that other way because I didn't share this out. So this is it.
Just text, I know it's a toss up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Ayy, the Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying?
And I'm ending it.